They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. The throw left side taken in by Hill. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll set up to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll run it here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Clear. Gun. 14.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A very good return. Turn there, give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Only one
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Demario Davis there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Gotta go.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got room to run past the 20. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Wilson on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 38 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. On second down, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
A give. This is Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 10 more there and another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lutz puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here in the end. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, they're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Being chased out left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Lutz now to kick this one away. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This time Wilson will throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will get them 1 closer. So here comes the kickoff. And what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Nazir Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. 22 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he spins past him and into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To throw is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And it'll bring up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Wilson on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by King Crowley. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Going left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On second down, Montgomery. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Sends the bike.
On third down, here's Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?